Hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome to the weekend's card guidance. I'm just going to do a little recap. Yesterday we had Mercury retrograde go full-blown retrograde, and we are leading up into the Cancer full moon energy. So both of these things will be illuminating things for you to address, acknowledge, reassess, reflect upon, revisit, okay? And being a Cancer full moon, chances are it could be quite an emotional time for you. So if you're going through a bit of an emotional roller coaster this weekend, understand that it is exactly where you are supposed to be right now. It is happening to every single one of us on some level or another. This week was all about taking the bold action. We had the root chakra, knowing that it is safe to do so, to stop. As much as Mercury retrograde and the full moon is wanting us to slow down, pause and reflect, we don't want to get stuck there. We don't want to get stuck in procrastination or self-sabotage or comparison. It's safe to take the action towards your dreams and goals. It's time to stop doubting and start believing. And sometimes that can happen by looking back and reviewing something from a fresh perspective, refreshing your perspective. It's time to listen to and trust your intuition, to know that you are not in this alone, that there is no such thing as a coincidence. Your team, your cosmic team, are constantly sending you signs, symbols, and messages. And yesterday was all about knowing that we are all imperfectly perfect. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You are doing exactly what you are meant to be doing right here, right now. But it's about looking back with love, not judgment. Looking back with fresh eyes. Not so much reliving the pain, but discovering a new way of accepting it, okay? So I hope that helps you to navigate this emotional weekend. For myself, being a Cancerian, full moons, and especially a full moon in Cancer, normally sends me even weirder and wackier. But for a lot of you who are not used to dealing with those emotions, just address it. Don't try and ignore it or downplay it. Allow yourself to feel it. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like screaming, scream. If you feel like laughing and being a dickhead, laugh and be a dickhead. Whatever's coming up for you, allow yourself to go through it, because it's when you go through it that you grow through it. These cards, seriously, resilience. And for a lot of us, whatever's coming up to be acknowledged is going to feel like we've been carrying for a long time. And it's taken you great strength and resilience to carry that. And it's going to take even more strength and resilience to address it, to review it, to relearn from it, okay? And once you do, you come to this place of acceptance. And suddenly this burden becomes lighter, because when you're carrying it and burying it, it stays this weight that's just waiting to be felt again. But when you address it, relearn it, and get a refreshed perspective around it, you come to this place of acceptance of, okay, yeah, that happened. Okay, yeah, I did that. Okay, yeah, that happened to me. But it's in the past. So I'm going to leave it there. I can't change it, but I can change how I look at it. I can change how I feel about it. I can change how I react to it. And suddenly that burden becomes lighter and brighter, and you can stand up straight again. You can stand up tall. You can feel proud of yourself again. This is a heavy reading and I didn't expect it to go that way, but that's what's coming through. And when you can go through all of that, you get to this place of abundance where you can stand tall under the full moon, because there's nothing hidden. You're not trying to bury anything. You've addressed it, you've assessed it, you've learned from it, you've gone through it, you've grown through it. You've come to this place of acceptance where it's You know, you still carry it. It'll always be a part of you, but it's no longer this heavy burden. You can stand up straight and be proud that you got through all of that, that you grew through all of that, that you changed who you are because of that. People often say to me when they learn a little bit about my life history, would you go back and change anything? 10 years ago, I would have said yes, but now, no, because I wouldn't be who I am with the strength and resilience I have now, the knowledge and guidance I can give now without this. So with that retrograde energy and that Cancer full moon energy, whatever this is that starts to weigh you down this weekend, reassess it, relearn from it, revisit it and reflect upon it, and come back with a refreshed perspective of, I accept. I cannot change it, so I accept that it happened. I accept that I did it. I accept that it was done to me, and I move forward. Because when you let go of all this baggage and stand up straight, this sack is empty, and then you get to fill it with the life you do want, the abundance of love, joy, happiness, success, wealth, health, all of those things that you do want. Nothing else to say. Have an amazing weekend. Mercury retrograde is not always bad. Just trust that whatever's coming to the surface is coming up to serve a purpose, and try and find acceptance and a refreshed perspective around it so that you can be free, stand tall and proud, and have that sack empty, ready to be filled with the abundant life that you not only want, but you more than deserve. You are worthy and deserving of everything. Abundance is your birthright. But your sack is so full of baggage. Unpack that baggage. It's time to unpack so that you can receive. Have an amazing weekend. Much healing, love and laughter. Your gracious Goddess of Guidance, Tracy. Stay well, stay safe, and above all else, stay true to you, because 2022 is all about you. So unpack the old baggage so you can start collecting the new abundant life that you want, deserve, and are worthy of.